welcome everybody. Episode 6 of One Mic Baseball. You already know who it is. It's me, Baseball Geek. I'm back with another lot to tell you. I have a whole lot to tell you. You know what? Like I said, I'm not even going to keep on talking, but I do. But then I don't. Whatever. Let's get to it.
Recap, oh yeah.
All right, welcome back to episode. What episode is it?
Oh my God, really? It's episode 6.
All right, recap. We're doing the recap of the last 2 weeks, I guess.
Last week.
We weren't here for 2 weeks.
He's lost. I'm not worried about it.
I haven't done this in like 2 weeks. I'm sorry, guys.
Wow. Priorities. You see what I'm saying? Priorities of a grown man. I'm not gonna go over there. I'm not gonna go that way.
All right, let's see. All right, Akire, what's the recap?
Are you need my help now?
Yes, this is the baseball geek, the baseball savant.
Welcome.
He knows everything. He watches everything for us, so we don't have to.
You know it.
And
that's what I try to do.
He confusedly explains it to us.
You know it, and I won't stop either.
So we could have to look it up ourselves because you don't know what he's saying.
Pretty much. That's what I'm pretty much keep on doing. Clearly, you see that? See what I just did? Confused you about what I just said. Yeah. Clearly, but no, just giving you the recap of what baseball around, what's going on. Let's go with the New York Mets getting hit by 19 pitches and actually playing 20 games. So right now, the team has been hit with 19 pitches, and it's a problem for MLB, which, Chris Bassett went to MLB and explained to them that, look, this is a problem right now. Honestly, nobody should get hit. You get 20 games played and you get hit 19 pitches. That's ridiculous, and something needs to be done. I'm not for it. I mean, I don't like it because some pitches have been hit from up. It's all right to hit people from leg, in the back, but not in the head area. That's just ridiculous. I don't go for it because you could possibly injure somebody and put them out. And these players, they strive and they dedicated to this game. That's how they make their living. So that's not right. So the MLB just needs to fix that. A lot of around the league, players are getting hit, yes, but they're not getting hit as consistently as the New York Mets. So that's a problem that they need to discuss. So that's one of the things. Another thing on the LA Dodgers is Trevor Bauer suspended for 2 full seasons.
No pay.
For the sexual assault. A third victim came out and told him that, look, he's been sexually assaulting me and something needs to be done. And it's crazy because I'm so thankful that the New York Mets did not pick him up. I'm not gonna lie. It was like that, but it's just I just had to add that up. I'm sorry, I just had to add that up.
Your priority is that the Mets pick them, not that these poor victims.
Sorry, the Mets don't have to deal with that. Sorry, LA. But anyway,
and to the victims.
Yeah, sorry, but no. On really a serious note, nobody should be going through that as well. So they need to figure that out, and I'm kind of happy that MLB did some discipline for him. And it can't be tolerated. Thank God. So. That's just out the way right there. How about the standings? Let's talk about the standings, Brian. All right, so
let's talk about the Yankees.
I'm gonna go with the Yankees first.
Yeah.
So the Yankees are at first. They're playing really, really good baseball. A lot of really good baseball. You got Judge out there. You got Rizzo out there.
Yeah.
Donaldson. Cole pitched a really, really good game. Last game, finally. I'm still a little iffy about him a little bit, Brian.
No, 100%.
A little iffy, but. He did pitch a hell out of a game last time, so that was pretty good. The Blue Jays are still doing, their thing. The Rays, so it's like the Yankees in the American League East. You got the Yankees, Blue Jays, and then Rays for number 1, 2, and 3. That lists down. You got in the Central, you got the Twins, the Guardians, and the Royals. And then you got in the West, you got the Angels, Mariners, and Astros. And the Astros are in 3rd place.
Yeah.
But it's only the beginning. Like I said. It's only the beginning, but them Angels with Syndergaard on there, boy, Noah Syndergaard on the Los Angeles Angels, he's doing this thing. He's really doing this thing, man. I'm watching him, man. I'm really watching him. And then, let's go to the National League, right? The National League, you got the Mets, of course, the Marlins, the Braves, and the Phillies. Clearly, but we all know that. The Mets are doing really, really good this year, so you're going to watch out for them. They might pull a little lead on them, and it's hard to pull a lead in the beginning of the season. But if you continue playing good baseball and the other teams down below don't play 500 ball baseball, because 500 ball baseball is an average of, if you want to be over 500 in a season to be an average baseball team. If you're under 500, that means that you're a low pitch team and your numbers is really not doing good. So you want to be over 500. So
500, just to let them know, is you have the same amount of wins and losses equal. You lose 10, you win 10.
Yes.
So you always want to be above more wins
than losses
versus more losses than
wins. In a 162 game span. So it's very hard to do, but there are teams that are actually doing it. Let's go to the National League Central. You got the Brewers, you got the Cards, you got the Pirates. That's really good, not really good. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really good, but it's really gonna be a toss-up between the Cardinals and the Brewers like last year. That's just what I'm thinking, You got the Dodgers, and let's talk about the West. You got the Dodgers, you got the Rockies, the Padres, and the Giants over there in that West. It's a crazy division over there, and Brian did say that about the Colorado Rockies. Yeah. They are playing good. Brian just went on the IL. You know that for a back strain? Oh, sure. Yes, he just went on the IL, so he's out right now. So depending on how many games he missed, hopefully it's not a lot. He'll be back in the lineup, but him not being in that lineup is really significant for that team. So, hopefully pray on back on that. But honestly, that's what's been happening around the league besides the Mets no-hitter. But just let everybody know, what do you think? What's your team? How's your team looking in the standings? Do you have any disagreements with the teams? Who do you feel that needs to be higher? Do you feel anybody needs to be lower? How do you feel about the Trevor Bauer situation? Do you feel like the MLB suspension of 2 years is necessary? And how do you feel about the New York Mets getting hit by 19 pitches in 20 games? Let me know what you think. Please, because I want to hear you.
The Mets.
All right, here we are again, talking about the Mets. I'm sorry, guys. We're trying to be all MLB, but we can't help it when they're just dominated. Really dominated.
Woo!
So we have the biggest Mets fan in the world.
Today's my day. And I don't want nobody to say that it's not my day. You know why? Because I deserve this. I don't care what Brian thinks. I don't care what nobody thinks.
I was supporting you.
Don't worry about it. This is my day. I feel good today. I love today. I'm just in a really good mood. The Mets no-hitter combined. And don't tell me that it doesn't count, because it counts to me. And it counts to the Mets fans. I'm watching you, Brian, because you seem suspect. When you first walked in here, you didn't like the mood today. And I was trying to give the good energy out there. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a good energy out. It's supposed to be a good day. People feel good. No hitters out there today against the Phillies. It was supposed to be hot today. Coming in. 5-game win streak. Supposed to be hot, right? What happened? Cool down. Icy hot. Done deal. You know what I'm saying? So just to let everybody know why I'm so excited is because the New York Mets thrown a no-hitter, a combined no-hitter with 5 pitchers combined, throwing in 159 total pitches. Now, that's a lot of pitches.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pitches for a normal no-hitter, because usually, to be honest, number one is when you hear about a no-hitter, you kind of think that one pitcher is supposed to throw one complete game, correct? Yeah. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. But right now, for the New York Mets, it happened. 5 combined pitchers, you know what I'm saying? That's impressive to win 3-0 against the Phillies. That's amazing. Yeah. So it's the second no-hitter for the Mets franchise. The only no-hitter besides that one was Johan Santana in 2012. Now, I remember that one clearly because he threw that game like, oh my God. I still have flashbacks sometimes when I sleep, I have flashbacks in my head. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because honestly, I felt it was going to happen a little bit, because every game that plays when it's something like special going to happen, because the New York Mets are special. Things are happening in April. Special games, comeback wins against the Cardinals in the bottom of the 9th. That's crazy. How can you come back? That's something special. So every championship team always has a special moment. You always have special moments in those championship teams. Something dramatic happens beyond that team. And that's when you see the championship in them, like the fight in them, the chemistry in them. Like, New York Mets is a really good team. I'm excited. Clearly, I'm excited. You know, so how was your day? It doesn't matter. But you know what matters today is the New York Mets doing the no-hitter. That's what really matters. Not Brian. I don't care what he says. Do you care? I don't care.
All right.
But anyway, but that's just recapping the New York Mets no-hitter. Yeah. You know, how do you feel, the New York Mets fans? How do you feel about this no-hitter? Do you feel that it's exciting for you? How's your day going? How's your afternoon going? You know?
Yeah. But before you end this, I don't know why you're ending this. You have more to talk about. Right now, they're number one. Also, they have not lost any series yet.
No.
Every single series they played so far, they have won every single
one.
I don't know why they lost over it.
They won the first game against the Phillies, and yes, they have won 6 consecutive series in a row, and that's amazing to do. That's hard to do. Going on the road and completing a road trip with a record of 9-3, that's amazing to start the season off. And I know a lot of people was doubting the Mets because of last year and the things that was happening around the Mets and the miscommunication and the raccoon stuff with Jeff McNair. Remember that? First, that was crazy. It's like, come on, bro. You could have just told the truth and said, you know what? Things happen. We got over it. We're moving on. Simple. You know what I'm saying? That's the right mindset of everything. So to be that, like, the Mets is really doing good this year. They're stealing bases, something that they did not do last year. They're aggressive. They're waiting for pitches at the right moments. Yes, they're being aggressive, but they're waiting for pitches at the right moment. Plus, when runners in scoring position with 2 outs, they're producing. You know what I'm saying? They're making it happen. Their average is up from last year, so that's amazing for the New York Mets this year. Watch out. They're coming. They're special. Something special's happening, and DeGrom's not even there.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not even there. You know what? And trust me, I miss DeGrom. Like, you don't think I want to see DeGrom? You don't think I want to see DeGrom throw heat? You don't think I want to do that? You don't think I want to relax? I do, okay? I do. Brian don't think so, but I do. All right? I want to see that. But right now, McGill is holding it down for, in DeGrom's place. He's holding it down because, he's proven that he's major league worthy. He came last year, and he was doing the same, he was doing the same thing, low pulse, no one heartbeat type of dude. Like, he's not scared of the big moments, and that's what you need in a pitcher. New York sometimes is scary for pitchers. You get that, some people don't like that, fans and the criticism, and he don't care about that. He's ready for big moments. So in DeGrom's place, he's really, really doing good about that. So how do you feel about that?
Good.
The girls.
I think everybody was terrified because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
They thought he was going to be the big puzzle piece, but
it's crazy, man.
Whenever you put great players under great pressure, that's usually when they shine, and that's what we're getting with these pitchers now coming in. Yeah,
that's how you
these
do
players. Do you think the Buck Showalker is the one pushing this team, or do you think the new owner is the one? What do you think is the better, Cohen or Buck Showalker? If you had to say what is pushing this team forward, do you think it's him owning, or do you think it's the new? Because everybody wants these young young coaches now. Okay. They're like Cardinals. They always want these young,
new managers.
That's how just came out of. They literally look like they just came out of retirement.
No lie, teams like when teams go evaluate managers and they go through scouting reports and a lot of deep digging on the individual that they're considering for that position. So with Cohen, yes, at first he was really into a lot of decisions that was going around, and sometimes you can't be in those baseball decisions because you don't know baseball as much as these people that you hire. They've been grinding it out, knowing baseball and doing their job for years, so you gotta let them breathe. But Showalter is a veteran manager. He's been in the game since 94, 93. He's brought for the Yankees. He's managed the Yankees. He's managed the Diamondbacks, the Baltimore Orioles, and now the New York Mets. And you need that leadership in that clubhouse. You need someone to be like, hey, you know what? Cut it out. Cut it out. We're not doing that today. We're going to win. Whatever we lost, if we lost 5 games in a row, whatever. We're a good team. We're going to battle out, and that's simple. And that's what Showalker brings. He brings that energy and that respectfulness. People look up to him. He's making those, no lie, he's so little at details. is that he wants everyone around that players, around that whole team to know little rules that you might not even know that exist, because they play a part in small ball. Small ball wins games. You stealing bases, you running, you being aggressive, you looking, you making smart plays. That wins games, and the New York Mets was not doing that last year. So to have that, you got Francisco Lindor doing a second year. He's gonna go crazy, man. He's gonna go crazy because remember, like I said, your second year on the team is way better than the first year because you're more comfortable. Your family or whatever personal things that got, you going on, you're more comfortable. People are there. You see the environment. The second year coming, it's more better, more freely. So he's going to have a really good year, man. Scherzer out there doing his thing. Thank God. Sometimes I still can't believe Scherzer is the New York Met because I've watched him, the Mets go against him day after day, year after year, and he dominated us. So it feels so good to see and be on the other side and watch Scherzer dominate the New York Mets. It's amazing, man.
So the answer to that question is Buck Showalker, then.
Yes, but let me speak clear on this one. Cohen being the manager, you see how he's coming at me? Like, for no reason. He could have just said that nicely. But anyway, Cohen being the owner and growing up in Queens and growing up a true Met fan, you really have that passion in the owner. So, you remember, like I said, some teams don't have that compassion. Some owners are just owners. That's all they are. For money, and that's it. Moving on to business, and that's it. That's why a lot of teams don't get into a playoff or get that type of, a good player that they need because owner don't want to spend. Cohen, he wants to spend whatever it takes. This is what he loves to do. And I respect Steve Cohen. You know what I'm saying? Whatever criticism that he goes through and whatever everybody says about him, that man loves his team, man. He really does. And he really is passionate about him. You can hear around the locker room and around the Mets organization. It's just they love this man. This man is really passionate about his team. And that's a really good manager. That's a really good owner right there. And that's what you need. Him and Buck, my God. And you got to praise Sandy Allison too as well. You gotta praise them as well. All around that staff and that organization that got these players and did all of this, that's the people you gotta clap for because they're doing a really good job. I know it's early. I know it's April. I know that we all getting ahead of ourselves. I don't want nobody to be like, well, everything happens because I know you know what I'm saying? He be coming at me crazy. Well, what happened last year? He was in first place all the way. Don't worry about that. You know what's different? I'm gonna tell you what's different. What's different is you can see the leadership around the team. You can see that, Scherzer came to the Mets and he's not playing around. He don't want to be in that dysfunctional team. He's not doing that. Yes, he get paid a lot of money. Yeah. But you can see he's a bulldog. You can see he's not there for just the money. He's there to win. He's really there to win, and he's going to win. Trust me. Yeah. So watch out for the New York Mets. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, the reason why they're so good is from the top to the bottom, finally.
Yes.
Owner that cares and is willing to get out of the way.
Finally.
Not meddle into everybody's little problem. He trusts his staff, and then he also had a manager who actually cares.
Yes.
He's old, little gray hairs in him, so he knows what to do, what not to do, when to come out, what plays to do. And then trickles down to the players are happy and they're just having a great momentum right now.
And honestly, the only thing that us people want, honestly, is just Brian to not be a hater. He needs to accept this no-hitter. And that's it. And that's it. But here, we're going to cut this whole shortcut. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, Met fan all day. Congratulations to the New York Mets. Don't worry about what Brian says. And let's go Mets. Let's go, baby.
Don't you say anything bad.
I know. I'm just fucking with you. That's all. I just wanted to come at you today. Like, what'd I do?
Please follow me.
Hey, just let everybody know. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok at Akire Knows Baseball. Get everything you need to know about baseball, what's going on around the weeks, what's going on around the league, everything you need to know. And take a little glimpse at next episode, episode 7. I'm going to get really, really in-depth in the certain situation with the new balls and the certain rules that MLB is implicating on these new certain situations with baseball moving forward. And don't worry about that. Just catch episode 6. Let's get it. I don't know what that is. Baseball.